In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders. Xavier Gipson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
A loss of 2.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's good.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. It's Hurts once again. He's got Smith. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Dotson now in motion right. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. From the pistol, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Barkley. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Only need one more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Genty on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On the sneak, it's Smith. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Taken in near the 46. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Play action, Hurts has it. Finds a man, right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Hurts now from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going for it again. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Look, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Completed left side to Smith. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. It's Barkley again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Dylan Laube on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Genty from the gun. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Now, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Hurts to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pass complete to Goddard. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Hurts yet again. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
At the 14-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back to Genty. No one's around him. He's got space. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
A 33-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Hurts looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's a screen to Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They go play action. Here's Hurts. That throw behind his intended target. This one misses the tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession possession game. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
Raiders 3.
Elliott all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap to Smith. He'll try and run this. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Smith. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Smith. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Dotson out and waiting for it. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. On 1st down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Elliott connects there, and that stretches the lead to 21.
That's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Trying for the deep ball. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now. They need 7. Smith to the air now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete, it's Myers. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
He was brought down
So
by
much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Now Smith. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Smith setting the throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Smith. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
A 38-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hurts throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
Third and long for him here. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a rean, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's Hurts once again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. Tough false start penalty. Now 8 to go on 2nd down. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And if it were all but a select few quarterbacks, we'd be remarking at the type of game this guy's having, right? But now this is Jalen Hurts, so we know that it is always in the realm of possibility that he could have a 3-touchdown game on the ground. He's done it already multiple times in his career. He's never managed to go further and tie that NFL record. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Laube with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
It's a gain of
They get 22 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play fake. Here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. They give left side to Genty. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They send a man in motion. From the gun, Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd downs situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good, and it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Dotson now in motion right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Raiders
all right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Play action. Here's Smith. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Back to the air. It's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He slides down. We'll see what the business is with this penalty flag. This could be coming back. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts to throw. Now he takes it. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
On third down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hurts on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So it'll be second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. So we're through 3 here. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Eagle first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts tucks it, starts running. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They send a tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun give now to Dillon. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. First call here coming from the shotgun.
The Raiders take over.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith.
At their own 20-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Brought in right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So that brings up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Thornton's the receiver in motion left. Play fake. Here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Brings up third
Kid, I can
down.
promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down, Smith to throw. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Catch made over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd and 3 now. And again, it's Smith. He's going to tuck it and run. Running in the red zone. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They've got a man in motion. We're on here with Will Shipley. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
throw. 3rd and long. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, here's Smith. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They send him left out of the slot. Back to the air, it's Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jesse. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Smith yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Desperation time here on 4th. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Smith on 1st down. Trying to push deep downfield. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Dillon gets it on the counter. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll go again with Dillon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. I know you and I were both a bit surprised to see them favored so heavily on the road coming into this one, but the projections were right. A nice road win for them.
Yeah, sometimes those people making those predictions, sometimes they do get it right. And these guys were just on a totally different level than the opposition. They overcame that home field advantage pretty easily to be able to take the game that they were indeed favored in.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we bid you farewell.